Welcome back to this Comic Corner Classic, non-classic. This is episode number 1912, number 1806. Yeah, in case you're curious, I got a brand new shirt from Hot Topic yesterday. I actually had a different shirt. This actually is from JoJo's Adventures Part 6, Stone Ocean. Now, I did get a shirt for Dio Brando, but apparently they were out of the size that I wanted. So, sweat a different shirt. This one. But moving on from that. Now, basically, we have 2 straight comic corners we're going to do, and then we're going to do 3 manga reviews, and then we're going to go straight to anime. And the first one is going to be Zero Girl's Dungeon. Alright? But first, let's talk about these graphic novels. First up it is Captain America! The Hero's Return! Complete Collection! Volume 2! Collecting issues 13 and 24 of Captain America! Volume 3, issues 13 and 24. And the end that came out in 1979. Now, mostly we have these few writers in this book. You have Mark Waid, Bill Wushman, Tom DeFalco, and Joe Casey. Yes. Along with Jay Ferber, Ron Forts, Andy Kubert, Andy Weeks, a couple of the artists in the book, Patrick Zercher, Ron Furst, Vince Evans, Dougie Baruzzi, and Pablo Verdita. The cover art, the front cover, this cover here you see in front, that is Andy Kubert, Jesse Dapper Dog, who was one of the inkers, and Chris Samore, who is the colorist. The back cover is Andy Kubert, all Andy Kubert. And here's something, though, you might find interesting. The front cover is also issue number 13. Yeah. Most of it for a lot of these issues, it's like Cap versus the Red Skull, him dealing with stuff with Sharon Carter. Lots of stuff going on here over the course of 12 issues. Of course, of the annual 2. Also deals with like the Absorb Man, Crossbones. It's basically basic Captain America stories, but told in a modern sense, which is good. Now, immediately right after issue 24, the book is taken over writing-wise by Dan Jurgens, who does the remaining 26 issues of the volume. Yes, because for some reason Waid stopped writing the book. This actually was his second run, by the way. Yes, and if you're curious, how long did Mark Waid stay as the writer for? You might ask. For this book? Well, he did issue 23. The last issue was not done by him. He made some co-issues with somebody, but yeah, mostly, but basically he's, well, up until issue 23, that was basically his final issue in the book. Yes. Yeah, and the back cover is actually 20, but 23, yeah, that's his last issue he does for the book. Yeah, and of course you have Jay Ferber does some co-writing for some of these issues. Yeah, Jay Ferber. And, no, not that one. Here we go. Okay, so, for co-writing Captain America comics, he just did issue 23, and that was it. Yeah, just one issue. Yeah. But this is a lot of fun, this book. I give this book a 9.5. I think just pure fun, this book. Next up it is, this book actually is missing some pages. This is Superman Infinite Crisis. This collects the final issues of Superman Volume 2, 226, along with final issue of Superman, I think it was 649, and also collects Action Comics 836. This book continued for enough years afterwards. And, well, probably some stories from Infinite Crisis, Infinite Crisis Secret Files Orders, and Infinite Crisis number 5. Mostly put, this is basically what the Golden Age Superman was up to when he was not seen on screen during the events of Infinite Crisis. Here he is smashing stuff, and him basically trying to recreate stuff related to the original Earth 2, and, well, getting into a fight with the current modern day Superman, which for him perspective is a remake of Earth 1. Excuse me. And like in the case Up Up Away, I think they should definitely do a new printing this one, especially since they did a new printing for Infinite Crisis. By the way, in case you're curious though, how long ago did Infinite Crisis come out? 16 years ago. Yes, seriously. I actually was only reading comics for a couple of years at this point in time. Yeah. But the stuff in here is pretty good. We also see Earth 2 Lois in here before she dies. And, well, this book basically wraps up 2 series in a way, though Super Volume 2 would definitely conclude with these tie-in issues for Infinite Crisis. But in the case of the Adventure Superman tale, that would end, but the numbering would continue as simply Superman with issue 650, and it would continue that number into issue 714. So it continued for about 55 issues before it got relaunched number 1, thanks to the New 52. Yeah, 54 issues, basically a little over 4 years. Well, at least about 5 years it lasted before they had to hit the restart button for this book. Yep. Action Comics, mind you, that lasted for a very good period of time, even after basically its little relaunch. Yeah, this was like 836, so this managed to last for I think about 78 more issues before basically it had hit the restart button. Oh, by the way, the writers issues are Marv Wolfman, Joe Kelly, Jeff Johns, and Jeff Loeb. And here are your artists for these amazing issues, because these are actually really good. Dan Jurgens, Jerry Ordway, Cam Smith, Art Tobert, Nelson, Ed Baines, Maria Buns, Howard Schenken, Renardo Gettis, Kevin Conrad, Dick Giordano, Joe Martinez Jr., Ian Churchill, which I've heard a reputation when you can't draw women properly, Norb Ram, Phil Jimenez, Annie Lenning, Lee Bajero, Doug Mankey, the late Tim Sale. Rest in peace, Tim Sale. I was going to be one day. One comic book canceled last minute. Maybe I can't. It's sick. Tom Durant, Wayne Fletcher, Carl Kisher, Duncan Rouleau, Dale Inglesham, Drew Garassi, Reyes, and again, I have met this guy. Dexter Vanes, George Perez, rest in peace, George Perez, Dave Bollock, and Kama Eswi. Of all the artists working on this book, at least 3 have passed away. I know that Tim Sale and George Perez passed away just this year. I believe Dick Giordano passed away not that long ago. Of all the artists who work on this book, the only one I have actually met is I met Doug Mankey once, actually a couple times. A couple times at Comic-Con. I met Dan Jurgens, and I haven't met anybody else, surprisingly. Just those 2. Dan Jurgens is a guy who has, well, anybody can tell by his artwork when he draws Superman, he has a ton of respect for Superman. There's no denying that. Norp Ramp, this particular artist is known for working a lot, collaborating with Tony S. Daniel whenever he does some artwork, or at least whenever he does the writing for the book. And this artist usually is tag along as like a co-artist or basically sole artist while he's doing the writing. Yes, and have him do basically the work on the artwork for these issues is a very good idea. Though the last time he would do Superman would actually be in Action Comics 1000. I think that was his final issue that he ever did. Yep. But yeah, that's it, Psycho Review. Next one's going to be another comic corner and then those manga reviews. Okay? Next video. Bye.